Um, yeah, it's come to my attention that there's etiquette on YouTube. I've got to say things like, "Hello, I'm Christo, and you must please like my video, subscribe, and share." I take that sort of thing as common sense if I'm speaking sense. But then, yeah, common sense is not common. So please like, subscribe, and share. That's my humor for the day. Okay, today's topic. Yeah, about 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, I spoke to a friend of mine. We reflected a little, and she said, "Krista, you've been through step one, step two, step three, but now you must get to a point of humility." I smiled at her and I said, "How do you mean?" She says, "You're the messenger for the diamond, and you've been sitting on it for 20 years. And if it is as wow as you believe, then you mustn't be sitting on it, and you actually have to humble yourself." So today I'm going to actually attempt an apology, and I can see where I'm wrong. And it takes me back to a talk that I listened to, also Jordan Peterson, where he describes Solzhenitsyn's book, The Gulag Archipelago. And Solzhenitsyn actually, in the Gulag, reflected what in his life brought him to this point. And so I reflect as well what in my life has brought me to this point, what in our lives has brought us as humanity to this point. So as a curriculum writer, I believe maybe I should apologize that we haven't put the curriculum down correctly. We haven't synthesized or synergized the curriculum for 150 years into something that's workable, that actually shapes diamonds, shapes the individual perfection, beauty of each individual. We followed a political mental model of treat the people like a herd, like animals, like stock, like farmers treat dairy cows, about production. And as a curriculum writer myself, I have to reflect on that and actually say, I'm sorry. I've done it myself. I've put curriculum down where I'm teaching steps A, B, C, and D, and without honoring the power in each individual student, pupil, learner, colleague, friend, that it's not about empowerment, but it's about awakening the power within, which takes me to yeah, I'm seriously sorry here. Just gonna pause for a second here, and that as a curriculum writer, there's a big flaw here in and it's actually the conflict between technology and how technology advances, and how our thinking has to catch up. And then, so let's put it this way: a theory is thought up, and then it takes about 20 years for that theory to actually be accepted by academia, and then to become common sense as it filters through from academia, which is like universities, to higher education school systems, and then into public domain. And that's another 20 years. So for 40 years, basically, there's a lag between a good idea and social acceptance. This is sped up quite a bit with things like Stephen Covey, but then the hype goes for about 15 years, and then thinking's already changed, it's upgraded, it's advanced. But it's the curriculum writers like myself, we've slowed down mental evolution. And there are so many ideas and conflicting theories that, yeah, personally I see the diamond as the universal theory in the middle, and all other theories can fit in, whether it's on a one-dimensional, two-dimensional, three-dimensional, or even if we take the expanded diamond up into consciousness and divinity. But I've been sitting on this because it's had to mature in me, and it's like I almost want to apologize that it's taken me 20 years from initial conception to actually get the videos out now. But as curriculum writers, we take so long, and it's our time delay that doesn't allow our mental model to progress as fast as our technology. And that gap between the two has, I believe, maybe brought us to this point where we're making political decisions, and in 10 years down the road, we've got problems. Currently, the world is in state. We've got energy crises in Europe, and we're going into winter. We've got industrial crises with food production, and with this comes all the health issues, because something like no heat pushes up damp, which pushes up mold, which becomes a health problem again. But today, on the 2nd of November, I believe there's still hope, and I believe it all comes down to how we think. What we think, we've got the technology. It's how we're going to apply all those technologies in an accelerated, fast track of changing how we think. And if we see it into a diamond, we just use the diamond as a model, we can actually start we can cause murmurations like starlings amongst humans at a different level of consciousness. So yeah, this is my apology, but I learned once. I was a waiter for a long time. I served tables, and one table ordered a steak, and I placed the order incorrectly, and then I apologized, and we fixed it. And then I apologized again, and the last words I said before they left, I apologized again. And the manager called me over and he said, "Listen here, Christo, you apologize once, and then we get on and we get the job done, and you fix the mistake and we get on with life." That's how life works. So right now, this is the apology for curriculum writers across the globe who haven't been able to upgrade their thinking. And yeah, maybe somewhere deep inside all of us, I think as a collective, we've brought ourselves as humanity to this point because of how we think. But we can make a choice now and say, okay, what's done is done. Now we go forward. I come from a beautiful country, it's South Africa, and after 1994, and one of the first things that Mr. Mandela and the cabinet actually did is they put up a Truth and Reconciliation Commission, which was come out, bring all the old elephants, dead cows out of the ditches, let's talk about it, and there'll be no repercussions, no punishments. Forgiveness was key. We're going to forgive, we're going to not forget, we're going to honor those who passed away and those who were discriminated against. But as a pivotal point, I come from a country of forgiveness and reconciliation. And from that, I saw people crying in the pain of what it was. Right now, we're in a very painful state as humanity. People are going to get hurt now. The poor are going to suffer. And I believe we can change all this if we just change how we think. And I'm humbled as well, knowing that as a person in society, I haven't shared what was blessed to me to share. So to round off, I'm going to read Williamson's poem. And it's been with me for a couple of years, and maybe in the diamond it takes on a different light or a different perspective, and it can inspire you and change your mental model from one of fear to one of love. And maybe we must all go and reflect and find out what are we holding back in ourselves that can actually help build society again, get us to our level of consciousness. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be so brilliant, gorgeous, talented, fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You are a child of God. Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We are all meant to shine as children do. We were born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. It is not just in some of us, it is in everyone. And as we let our light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. Put a diamond down today as cornerstone for your world. And when the diamonds are all shining together, we'll have ourselves a new earth built on a cornerstone, a very beautiful diamond cornerstone. Blessings.